Welcome back to the channel. Greg Allen F1. What a qualifying session we just had. Pretty much had everything that you would want. We had crazy, shocking moments in Q1 with Lewis Hamilton, a very scary Q2, and just a very uplifting Q3. Let's get right into it. Q1, first driver's out. Yuki Tsunoda doesn't even get to put a time in. Unfortunately, reliability issues still seem to be an issue, especially with the AlphaTauris. It looks like we saw Pierre Gasly having some issues during practices. Yuki Tsunoda does not even get a qualifying time in there. Nicholas Latifi crashes out in Q1, brings up the first red flag of the session. Unfortunately, that would just be a sign of things to come in this qualifying session. Nico Hülkenberg, Alex Albon, unable to get themselves out of the bottom five. And then shockingly, Lewis Hamilton on pace alone goes out in Q1. Who would have thought that we would actually see that? We know it's not going well for Mercedes so far. Never would have thought we would have seen Lewis Hamilton out this early. On the Q2, and lots to talk about in Q2, but of course the big one is Mick Schumacher with just a devastating crash. One of the scarier crashes that we've seen in recent years in Formula One. Second time we've seen a Haas car split in half. Not what you want to be seeing. He's airlifted to the hospital for precautionary reasons. Was speaking with his mother, speaking with the team and doctors. Hopefully Mick is okay and we can see him back at the track soon. Don't think we'll be seeing a second Haas car tomorrow under any circumstances, so that will leave everything for Kevin Magnussen. But a really scary crash. Anytime a car hits a concrete barrier at 160 plus miles per hour, your focus is just on the safety of the driver. 1 hour long red flag session because of that. When it all settles, we see Stroll, obviously Schumacher goes out on that. Zhou Guanyu goes out in that one as well. And then, of course, both McLaren drivers unable to get themselves into Q3. Mercedes, again, having the pace issues. Super qualifier, though, George Russell does find himself and Mercedes into Q3, though, so pretty interesting to see. Q3, let's just start at the bottom. Kevin Magnussen is not able to put together a good enough run to get anything better than that, but I think right now, Haas, with everything they're going through with Mick, they're still going to be happy that they're making Q3s, and I do think there's a chance that both drivers would have made it. Mick was having a pretty good qualifying up until that crash. Pierre Gasly finishes 9th. He looked faster all weekend long. I don't know they'll be super happy finishing 9th, but I think they might just be happy with these cars finishing races at this point. Valtteri Bottas at 8th place. He's looking really, really good in that Alfa Romeo. He's getting a lot out of that car. He's looking good this year. I think we're going to see some good performances from him. That's a pretty good one. Both Alpines, 5th through 7th. Alonso in 7th. George Russell putting the Mercedes in 6th place. Fantastic stuff for him. An amazing qualifying run. Probably higher than where Mercedes really belongs right now. But he is just so good on Saturdays, as we've seen for all those years that he was with Williams. Esteban Ocon, monster 5th place for him. Hopefully he has a good run tomorrow. I know that they're looking for that. Max Verstappen only able to get 4th place. Completely out-qualified by his teammate. Something we don't ever say in F1. Carlos Sainz looked like he was on pole for a second there, had provisional pole, gets out-dueled once again by Leclerc, but it is a little bit closer this time. Ferrari will be happy with that. What they won't be happy with, of course, is that Checo Perez put together a monster lap. Super exciting to see. Came out of nowhere, pushed it to the limit, and what a single lap at the end of that session he put together. He will qualify on pole position for tomorrow's Grand Prix for the first time in his career. I love seeing all this stuff happening for Checo. I've been a huge fan of him for so long, and seeing all the success he's having over the last couple of years has been really gratifying. So best of luck to Checo tomorrow. I will have my race review after the race at some point tomorrow. Let me know what you thought about qualifying, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.